Hey, this is B Flummy. Um, just did recently. I finished up a video. Did another Provokers art video. This time, I'm drawing dice in the Bleak. That's probably about as much as you need to know. And I'm going to be commenting as it goes along, so I'm going to start it now. Alright, so yeah, here at the beginning, I'm just remembering how the pen works, and there's a moment where I'm looking at references, and then I start drawing this. I think this reference I actually looked up like images for crash, like crash victims. I wanted that sort of slumpiness feel, and I will refine that little mannequin there multiple times over the course of the video. In the corner, I was practicing drawing the mask that dice has, and then I do a terrible job of drawing it there on the ground. Once again, checking more references, I think I'm pulling up the actual Provokers artwork that they had at the bottom of their screen to see what dice was exactly wearing. And so now I'm putting details. He's got this coat, he's got boots, and he's got sort of military-looking garb. And alright, so now I'm going to rescale some things. I'm going to make the mask more in the foreground, and I'm going to put dice a little further back. Now I'm going to go back over. You see I extended the length of the body. Like I said, I think I'm going to do that multiple times over the course of this. The hands are also something I'm going to refine a lot as it goes on, the hands and the arms, because I had a hard time with that. So now I'm adding in, I wanted this this smoking effect. I like smoke is a good way of showing that something's been hurt. So I wanted to put this smoking all over the place, like he's been blasted or something. Because at least my understanding is he's basically just being tortured somewhere in the Bleak. And I wanted that to be evident, not just from his posture, but also the air. So I'm drawing in a gate in the background, a doorway. If you watch the Provokers, you know that there is a whispering door, and that was sort of my envisionment for this. I'm adding little tile effects. You see I put a grid down to make sure I have the perspective right. Now I'm going back over my rough of that gate. I'm trying to make it look a little more refined. I'm using the symmetry to make it perfect, because I'm imperfect in general. So symmetry is helpful when you're trying to get that effect. Alright, now I'm flicking through all my layers, trying to figure out exactly what I want to do next. I'm going back over the hands. Like I said, I'm going to do that multiple times. And I'm going to do this thing too where I reconstruct the arm to try to figure out where everything's moving. I'm going to do that multiple times, which if something doesn't look right when you're drawing, sometimes it's best to move on for a bit and then come back and try to reconstruct it. You just have to try again and again until it looks decent to you. So yeah, the hand is terrible there, and I obviously can notice. So I'm just trying to reconstruct it. And that was good enough for now, and then I moved on. But I will come back to that. It is still really bad right now. The mask has sort of taken a little more shape over all the reiterations that I've done. I'm happy with the way that turned out. So now I think I'm going to start blanketing down colors. I sort of wanted a little bit of a purpley background because the Bleak's like known for purple. base colors, black boots, and skin. I didn't actually know what color Dice's hair was, so I just sort of guessed and went for it. I'll be doing that in a second, but the other thing I always struggle with, is the skin color. So you might see that a little bit. Anyway, so there I'm reconstructing the hand again. I was not satisfied either of those hands, and I went back and forth between them, just trying to figure out what in the world. And it was a weird perspective thing, and so I had to pull up a whole bunch of references before I could even begin to sort of, it still doesn't look great by the end, but it looks all right, better than it began with. So, and that's always the goal, is just to be a little bit better each time. Eventually you'll be amazing, hopefully. I'm being optimistic tonight. Anyways, so yeah, here I am going over again. I like to just continually go over, like, there's so many different stages of my rough before I actually start doing my finish. I think this is my final iteration of my line art. Once again, pulling out the symmetry tool, really helpful. I'm making a few changes to the runes on the door. There's the mask. Outlining everything, and then I'm going to hit the color back in a second. And yep, going through color. I wanted very, very contrasting light. Make it dramatic. So you'll see that as I go forward. I'm going to have very, very blatantly contrasted shapes. Anyways, now I'm cleaning up my edges because I hate doing it, but you kind of have to make it look nice. I threw in the smoke. I'm going to go back through and actually fade out the edges later. It's like one of the last things that I do. And so yeah, here I am putting in the very contrasted darks just everywhere. It kind of looks very strange on its own like that, but it will look better once I go through and make the adjustments I desire. Just playing around with the brushes a little bit. I usually just kind of stick to one, but it's kind of hard to fill in so much space with a little tiny pencil, so I went to this splatter thing just to see if I could give it a little more life, just playing around, which is always important. Alright, putting this sort of cobblestone clay, like sort of pyramid color on the door. It took me a while to realize like why I couldn't make the door look right. It's because I didn't put any shadows on the door, so you'll see I'll come back later and put shadows on it. But you'll see I keep working on it, trying to figure out, I wanted the light to come out, but then I couldn't figure out, like, because the door did not feel right, and it took me a while to realize that I didn't have any shadows on the door. I was just trying whatever I could do, and yeah, now I finally kind of figured it out and put the shadows on the door. So yeah, here I was trying writing. You can tell that my handwriting is not very good. I'm going to pull in text later. But I was just testing the way it looked. Here I was trying something else. I didn't really like it. But I did need to fade out the edges of the smoke a little bit. And here I think some of the light is a little bit different on my tablet, because everything looked a bit darker to me. And that's it. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you have a comment, maybe a request on something you'd like me to try to draw, please leave that, and feel free to like and maybe share with a friend or two. Thanks for watching. Bye.